Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Great to see you guys along once again for another video here on Vatsim 101. It's been a few weeks since I actually had a video up on the channel, but here I am, and yeah, so great to see you guys. And so what we're going to be doing today is basically doing a flight from here to Milan-Malpensa, so not very far away, and we are on Vatsim. Okay, and we do have at the moment ATC. Okay, there's one just coming in there. So I haven't actually taken off from this airport or flown into this airport at all. Literally, I was just going through quite a few pages on Flightsim.to yesterday, just looking at some international airports I could download. As you know, I don't like the default airport, so I was always trying get some nice airports with a bit of eye candy to take off and land at. It really makes it a lot more better. Okay, so here it is, Luxembourg and 737. That's the first time I'm actually flying 737 on the channel. Okay, so let's just get on board. And there we are, nice and quiet. Actually, I was trying to make it it shouldn't be this quiet actually. It should at least we should hear some kind of sound from the outside. I mean, these windows are not soundproof. But there you go. Right, so now first things first, we're gonna just get some power to the aircraft. Okay, so we'll turn that FMC, well, to turn this one on actually, so click the menu button, and after a few seconds it will pop up like that. So FS actions, ground services, and we're going to request ground power. Okay, cool. And we can also request fuel truck as well. All right, cool. And we'll just go up here and we'll just turn power on. Ground power is on. Actually, the other day, oops, I was going to do a flight and I switched to ground power and nothing happened. Anyway, eventually it was because of the failures I set up. So the failures that actually kicked in on that particular flight. So yeah, it's only after a short while I just thought, let me just check the failures down here, and yeah, it was the failures. So okay, right, let's go back. Why that's gone back, I don't know. I didn't actually put it there. Back to ground services. Yeah, so ground power is there, and fuel truck is attaching, so we need the fuel. And let's just go up to fuel. Okay, so we are looking at 5.5. Just make it 6 tons. Okay, 6 tons, and just going to check the weather first of all. So that's today's date. That's the last time for the weather. Well, that's when it was last issued. So 290, 9 knots. Okay, winds are up a little bit, varying from 240 to 360. Cav OK. Temperature is 240.10. QNH 1018. No significant weather changes. All right. And unlimited visibility, broken cloud at 2,500. Okay, right, and at Malpensa is winds 6 knots, variable. Okay, and Cav OK, and temperature 34. It's really warm there, isn't it? Wow. Okay, dew point 9, QNH 1012. All right, so weather looks okay, and alternate there is pretty much the same. Yeah, okay, good. So we're going to stick with what SimBrief is giving us, and we'll do that. Now just have a look at our passenger. We got 139. Cargo is 0.3. That's a bit weird. Why is cargo? Something must have gone wrong there. All right, well, I'll just assume that a lot of the passengers don't have a lot of luggage in the hold on this particular flight. With SimBrief, when you're actually setting up your flight, you have to actually put all the all the when it comes to the amount of cargo and passengers, I just put it all to auto. I think perhaps on this occasion I might have actually have it a bit different. So yeah, well, I'm not going to run that through again, so it's going to stay at 300. Right, so okay, let's have a look. So 6 tons, 6 tons, start fueling, and right, so that's done. Okay, cool, and then we're going to get the passengers 139, and we're going to go to, now we're going to have that at say 150 and a 150. Okay, so we'll start that. No, we can't start this loading yet. We have to request those. Okay, cool. So, and the other thing we need to do is just the stairs. So we're going to use the jetway to connect. Okay, so we've got passengers ready to board. You can see we're getting kind of busy outside. Now, with the jetway, we have to go back a couple of pages and then select this. Okay, now when you actually click the button, nothing discernible actually happens with this. So we can click it, okay, but if we go outside, you can see that the jetways do move, okay, or the jetway does move. Okay, and there's something else to do with the jetway and the passenger loading I want to show you actually. So let's have a look at this. Right, so you see the jetway is actually connected, yet this is still greyed out. It should actually say board start in green. Okay, now the reason why that has not gone green is simply because let's just break our way through here. Okay, and I think it's left here. Let's have a look. There you go. This is why it hasn't actually gone board start in green. That's because the door is locked or shut. Okay, so if we were using any of the other aircrafts on Microsoft Flight Simulator, then it would actually just open up automatically, but with the PMDG it just wants you to do everything logically. So basically what we have to do is just go to the doors page, which is here, doors and open door, and inside actually the door is opening, and there you can see start board, so we can actually start boarding passengers. Okay, now I've got Luke Airtool set up, which we'll hear that in a minute. Now surprisingly, right, Luke Airtool doesn't actually have Lux Air on it, which is a shame really, because I only discovered that actually when I had set everything up for the flight, and I thought, you know what, I can't be bothered to go back into the main menu, change the aircraft livery, change the flight plan to reflect new aircraft, but I just chose Lufthansa because Luxair was actually a part of Lufthansa, so yeah, we'll just leave it at that. At least we can get some ambiance there. So
prepare for boarding.
Bit late on that one. I've already started boarding. Okay, right, so what we're doing now. Okay, so we got all that doing, and let's see how the fuel truck's getting on. Alright, so we got our fuel, we can release that. Okay, and we can go forward to our luggage handlers, and that's going to load within no time. Right, so what we're going to do is just go through some preliminary checks. So we'll check the gear extension levers there. Fuses, they're non-operational at the moment on a 737 PMDG, so if they were, then if anything was popped out, you could see it right there. Emergency rope, and we've got, check this, okay, and yep, good. Now these what we call clackers, they won't actually operate if you do it within 4 minutes. So if they don't work, this doesn't mean there's a fault with it. Just that means you just got to wait 4 minutes, and then it should work after that. That's okay. Switch these to nav, and just check that it's gone to align, and then we can get the time there. Oops, sorry, I don't like when that happens. Right, 9 minutes. Okay, cool. And just checking this. Right. So before we sit down, I'm gonna go for a fire test. So click that. Yep, that's good. That's good. Excellent. Okay. Right, and also squibs as well. That's working. That's working. So 2 fire bottles are full and working. Just remember that you can use 2 fire bottles for 1 engine, but if you're unfortunate enough to have another engine fire, then you'd actually have no bottles left. So do bear that in mind. Right, so now let's sit down, and then we can go straight to the FMC. Okay, we can start loading up on that one, and we can release these 2 guys. Okay, we just go back. Passengers are still boarding. Okay, so and we can go to the FMC, and let's check our flight plans. So AIRAC's in date, and the position initialization. So we'll go and we'll get GPS location there, and we'll just take that from the scratch pad and put it right there. Cool. And go to route. So what we're going to do is where are we now? We are Echo Lima Lima X-ray. So our origin and destination is Lima India Mike Charlie. Okay, so we'll put that there, and our flight number is Lima Golf Lima, and we are 281. Okay, cool. I do find the keys a bit slow on this, you know. It's like there's a fraction of a second delay, which is it really does slow down your input on the FMC. Alright, so requesting flight plan. Let's have a look.
Einen recht schönen guten Tag, meine Damen und Herren. Im Namen der Lufthansa, der Star Alliance und ihrer heutigen Besatzung möchte ich Sie recht herzlich an Bord willkommen heißen. Wir werden in wenigen Augenblicken startbereit sein und möchten Sie nun bitten, die Sicherheitsgurte zu schließen und festzuziehen. Zu diesem Zeitpunkt möchten wir Sie noch daran erinnern, alle elektronischen Geräte nun in den Flugmodus zu schalten. Bitte beachten Sie dabei auch, dass sämtliche Funktionen ausgeschaltet sein müssen. Lediglich die Bluetooth-Funktion.
Right, so we're going to go to our departure now. Alright, so let's go to Navigraph, and we're going to have a look at our route. Okay, so there's our route, guys. Alright, so we've got runway 24 and the GTQ2X departure. Alright, so let's have a look. So, GTQX, okay, good, and arrival is, I believe it's runway 35 right, Zulu. 35 right, Zulu, and we're going to be using the Rixie 3 Echo arrival, so Rixie actually, and we're using the Inla, okay, transition, so that's good. Alright, and now just skipping over to, actually I'm going to check this actually, so let's go to step, and right, so now let's go to legs and step. Okay, so just have a look at that. Right, and let's have a look. Right, so step, step, step. Okay, so let's have a look down there, and then pulling up by a star just from there. So right, so our star starts at show waypoints Rixov. There you go, Rixov, and we'll be coming around downwind and all this way around. That gives us enough time to play around if I should get the make a few mistakes, so that should be quite that's good for us. Alright, and straight into runway 35 left, right rather. Okay, so that's all good, guys. Alright, so we'll go back, put this back on map, and now we'll continue with what we've got to do here. And right, so route. Right, so actually, have we loaded everything up? Yes, that's done. Well, that should be. It's only 150. Alright, and that's all disconnecting. So fuel is loaded. Okay. Just remember that when you come to performance page, make sure everything is loaded up first. Okay. Otherwise, it's going to affect your performance figures. Okay. So, zero fuel weight is 50.7, and let's have a look. 50.4. Okay. So we got fuel. Well, obviously we've added more fuel there. Okay. 5.5. Should have actually just put. Doesn't matter. Right. Cost index. Let's have a look. Cost index is 39. Okay. We've got ISA is +7. Okay, and let's have a look at this information. Just double check. This is us. Yeah, that's all correct. Sometimes it's actually good to, in fact all the time it's actually good to have a look at this information here, because as you can see along the left, I've got so many flight plans that you could actually mistakenly load up the wrong flight plan. So just have a look at this, your ATC call sign, destination, so on and so forth, that and aircraft identity as well. That could actually help. Also have a look at your maximums and estimated. Make sure this is under the maximum figure. Okay, which they are. That's good. So, right. Okay, so we've got 39 as a cost index, and fuel reserves is 2.4. Okay, so 2.4 on the reserves, and cost index is 3.9, and our flight level, cruise level is 370. So 370 is right there. Cruise wind, we want to get top of climb, so let's have a look at our wind information. Alright, top of climb is 273 at 020, 273 at 20, put that in, and the ISO, so we said +7. Okay, so we'll make that -49. Okay, transition altitude there, it's got 18,000 feet. So now according to SID, it says 4,500. Okay, well, yeah, okay. I'll leave that as it is there. Okay, don't know whether to put it on or not, really. I'll leave it and I'll speak to ATC. Okay, so let's go N1 limit, derated takeoff. Okay, sorry, 45 degrees there. And takeoff, it's going to be a flaps 5 departure. C of G is 19.2, that gives us 6.28. So we're on 6.28 roughly. 6. Yeah, I think we leave it there. 6.28. I should be out in 5 minutes really. 16:20. I thought that might have been a bit ambitious of me. There you go. So, do you know what? I haven't even requested IFR clearance actually. I think I better go and do that. Actually. Do that right now. Right, what's the frequency? Frequency is 12185. So I'm actually using Avlasoft EFB, and it's got this handy little thing there. So you can see the frequencies right here. And if I just click this, click that there, select active. See it
all
puts it
stations,
there.
Luxembourg delivery is going offline for seconds. IFR pushback contact tower on 118.1. Good evening, y'all.
It's gone offline. 118.0. Okay. Right, I have to choose that one now. Let's have a look. Right. Luxembourg Tower, good afternoon. Lux Air 281 is type 737, requesting IFR clearance to Milan-Malpensa.
Version 24253 and 24 land permit.
Version 253, repeat.
Oh, version 253 and 24 line permit.
Land runway 24, version 253.
Catwalk 616, request push and start.
Catwalk 616, push approved, facing south.
Push approved, facing south, Catwalk 616.
Luxembourg Tower, good afternoon. Lux here 281 is type 737. Request IFR clearance to Milan-Malpensa. Not sure if he's hearing me actually. Oh, do you know what? I know why he's not this. Hang on, let's have a look. He's not hearing me, so let's just check something.
Transavia 13 Victor, connect approach 120.875 by
12875, thank you very much, Victor.
He should actually be hearing me. He should be hearing me. Let's just check my settings on. Hang on a minute. It's got virtual desktop audio. Let me change that to HyperX. Right. So you can't see what I'm doing, guys. I'm just on the other screen. There's a reason why he can't hear me. So let's try it again. Luxembourg Tower, good afternoon. This is Lux Air 281. It's type 737. Requesting IFR clearance to Milan-Malpensa Airport.
Position calling for clearance, stand by first. The Virgin 253, the winds 28 north, runway 24, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff runway 24, Virgin 253.
Luxor 281, the winds, correction, info November, your clear destination, Milan on the crossing quad 2 extra departure, runway 24, initially 4,000 feet, squawk 1,000.
Yeah, clear to Malpensa via Exco, 3 X-ray departure, transition altitude of cleared to 4,000 feet.
Luxor 281, just confirm it's the cross-town quad 2 extra departure, Golf, Tango, Quebec 2, Tango departure, 4,000 feet initially, squawk 1,000.
Okay, so that's cleared. That's the Golf Tango Quebec to Tango departure, squawk 1,000, cleared 4,000 feet. Alright, so I actually got it written wrong down here on this.
Virgin 253, contact approach 120.875.
Right, it says Golf Tango
Contact approach
Quebec.
Virgin 253.
Golf Tango Quebec.
KLM 1746, Cockpit Charlie.
2 Tango, right. Okay. Cool, so...
Luxembourg Tower, hello again, Eurowings 9 Charlie Hotel, stand Alpha 12 with information November, request and clearance to Hamburg.
Eurowings 9 Charlie Hotel, Luxembourg Tower, hello, you are clear destination Hamburg on the ASMOX 4 Zulu departure, runway 24, initially 4,000 feet, squawk 7177.
Eurowings 9 Charlie Hotel, cleared to Hamburg via the ASMOX for Zulu departure, runway 24, climb initially altitude 4,000 feet, squawk 7177.
Bearings 9 Charlie Hotel, feedback correct, start of approved, report ready for push.
Start approved, and we'll go Eurowings 9 Charlie Hotel.
Luxembourg Tower, good evening to you.
Right, so we better change that actually. Let's have a look. So...
Requesting clearance to Kyiv, information November 1820 Neo. Thank you.
Mother 250 Luxembourg Tower, hello, the wind for November correct, your clear destination Kiev on the Fox 4 Zulu departure, runway 24, initially 4,000 feet, squawk 7102.
Mother 2501, squawk 7102, cleared via Fox 20,
okay, so now what I was going to do is put in the winds, so let's do that.
With a 250, it's initially 4,000 feet.
Transition 4,000 feet.
Right, so...
with a 250, read back correct, start of approved, report ready
310.
push.
Let's actually turn this down a bit. Audio...
KLM 1746, I see you now, thank you. Push approved facing east.
Right, so 310 305 at 25.
KLM 1746, I hear you very low. Can you just increase your volume a little bit?
What about now? 1746?
Perfect, thank you.
At 25.
Taxi Kilo 1 Alpha, Hotel Alpha 2, runway 24, QNH 1018.
200. At 310 at 20.
Runway 24, you're cleared for takeoff. The wind 28 degrees 8 knots 7, frequency 120.87 flight.
And flight level 100. 100. 315 at 10. So our descent winds. Good. Okay, execute. Alright, so I think that's all completed now. So we'll go back to our report. So everything's done there. Make sure nothing's connected apart from, so we'll brakes, parking brakes on now. With the parking brakes, due to the recent adjustment, you have to press fully on the pedals and then set it like that. We'll put, hang on a minute, oh no, can't do that, sorry, silly, single operation, can't do that, wrong.
Bearings Charlie Hotel, push approved facing east.
Push approved facing east,
Request ground power now. Sorry, you've wrong way. You've got to actually do get everything all set up first. So otherwise, you're going to get this alarm. Everything's failed up. Look at that, crazy. Got to switch back on the ground power.
With 2501, thank you.
Alright, a little bit early there on my part. My bad. Right, okay, so let's just go and set up. Okay, so now let's get rid of this and okay, so now first of all we're going to just check. Right, so parking brake is set, battery we know is on, electric pumps, we'll put those on. Okay, landing gear lever is down and green lights. Start levers down, flaps are up. Speed brake is off, ground power we know is on, fire system has been checked. Emergency exits, we'll switch over on the arm signs. On and recirculation fan and engine bleeds, they should be on. And passenger boarding is complete. Okay, so let's just see if we disconnected that. The jetway. Well, I don't know who disconnected it, but it's disconnected. Right, APU switch. So let's just go through our checks here. So yaw damper on and both, auto both, and we'll check this. Make sure it goes dim, which it does. Okay, these are all on. Fuel pumps off, and we'll put these on. Lights required, we'll start.
Cover 616, approach now.
Okay, that's fine.
Cover 616,
and
approach now.
just monitor the EGT, which I should start picking up very soon. There we go. Equipment cooling, and these lights are off. Emergency exit lights, we know it's on. These are off. Window heat. Right, make sure these lights have gone off when you actually switch on your electric pumps, circuits A and B. Make sure these lights go off. Right. Now, the door is still open, so even though the jetway has actually retracted, the doors are still open, so let's close the door there. Okay, so we've got the APU started. Good, and now we can just disconnect. Properly disconnect our ground power. Okay, and then now we can actually remove the chocks. Checking everything else is disconnected. Yeah, that's good. We'll change that back to stairs. Yeah, that's good. And right, okay, cool. So and we'll just put our V speeds in.
KLM 1746, Roger taxi Lima Alpha, Richard Alpha 2, runway 24, QNH 1018.
Right, okay, so FMC and progress page. Okay, and so we got V speed of 131. Right, so we're just checking our weights there. So takeoff weight 55.7. Okay.
Clear to Milan, go to departure.
Oh, it's going to Milan as well. Okay, so yeah. Okay, that's cool. Right, FMC. Right, okay, so your damper, we've done that, fuel system panel check, fuel pumps on as required. APU is on as well, cab util, IFE passenger, electric panel checked, equipment cooling, window heat and tyres off, hydraulics panel is checked, system switches A and B, that's on, electric low pressure lights off, air conditioning panel is now, check that.
You are in for Oscar, your clear destination on the SMAX for Zulu departure, runway 24, initially 4,000 feet, squawk 711.
We'll switch off, I should have switched the packs on really. And APU. Right, and transition altitude, we're going to flight level 370, did we say?
Charlie, we got direct start approved, report ready for push.
370, and now the right destination elevation, airport elevation. Let's have a look. So 768 it says. 768, so make that 800. Right, cool. And let's make sure this is in position and auto. Alright, cool. Right, so yes, left and right packs auto, isolation valves opened, pressurization panels checked, flight altitude set for cruise, landing altitude set for destination, exterior lighting is required. Right, so now we'll go to this part here, so we'll check our air. And just check our air gauge right at the top there. It should actually, we should actually let it go for about 100 psi, but yeah, won't do that at the moment. No, check one over there. Good. And now we can check our clock. Make sure it says UTC, which it does. And lamps check. We can get it over there. Lamps look okay. And we'll just set up. Recall is checked. And we'll set up this baro. What's the baro? Let's just get.
You're very low again. Can you just increase your volume again?
QNH 1018.
Yep, Kevin 1746.
QNH is 1018, so let's just increase that. There we go. Okay, and put that down. And that's okay. So we'll put this to, so this should be actually on standby actually. Someone keeps leaving it up there like that. Right, and okay, flight directors on. Do bear in mind that the flight directors are priority switched, so whichever side you switch first, that becomes master. Alright, so looking at our course, let's have a look. We are gonna be so we've got 238 out on runway 24, and we're going to be heading, or swinging around here, and
You see a 3 kilo Luxembourg Tower, hello sir, the wind 30 degrees 9 knots, gusting 25 knots, runway 24, continue approach number 1.
Two Tango departure, intercept Lux radio 058, 2200, turn right, intercept GTQ 335, inbound, intend for DR cross DME 27 or GTQ at or above flight level 080. Right, okay. Okay, that's good. Maximum 220 knots around here. So now if we're going to go to Tango, I think we need to. I need to change this on here actually. That's actually wrong. So let's delete that. Oh, I could have just selected change really. Departures. Tango. Okay, there we are. That's 2 Tango anyway, so we don't have to change that. Good. And right, 2 Tango, so we read that. And
behind landing, easy 320, number 24, landing race behind.
Yeah, landing. 20, line up and rate, runway 24 behind, KLM 1746.
radio 355, okay. Right, okay, so we've got to put some frequencies in. 11125. So let's just do that, shall we? 11125.
Kilo 2 Alpha, Motors Alpha 2, looking for Kilo 1 Captain Flight.
25. Okay, let's watch that.
Luxembourg Tower, good evening. Berlin 3, 992 information. Oscar on board, request startup.
Berlin 3, 992, Luxembourg Tower, hello. Start approved, 0 clear destination, Frankfurt on the Atmos for Zulu departure, runway 24, initially 4,000, cost 1,000.
Is that 2 Tango? Let's have a look.
Berlin 3, 992, clear to Frankfurt via the Atmos for Zulu. Departure will climb via the 4,000 feet, squawk 1,000.
Berlin 3, 992,
no, that's wrong.
Berlin 3, 992, and this is climb 4,000 feet.
Berlin 3, 992, thank you. Feedback correct, start approved, report ready for push. KLM 1746, wind 30 degrees, land north gusting 2 by north channel 2, point cleared for takeoff with Nokia 1 frequency 120.879.
Clear for takeoff, after departure, contact approach on 120.875, KLM 1746.
Yeah, put that back there. Can't take it from runway 4 and then do a 2 Tango departure.
Bravo and Lima 4 to stand picture 11.
Ready to push, check the air for temperature.
Right, okay.
Airwing Charlie Hotel, runway 24, land and wait.
During Charlie Hotel, runway 24, land and wait.
The administration calling, again, please.
Alright, so we're looking at our course now, so
I can taxi. Here at the airport.
so our course there will be 140, around about 140.
I want to approach 1746.
Charlie, call for Charlie, please.
Oops. Sorry about that. So we're heading down here. It's 140. And the speed is 1331. Heading is 238. These are really slow, these buttons. 238. Altitude 4,000 and
taxi via Bravo Alpha in Culture Alpha 2, wrong way before exit.
okay, that's fine. Right, so minimums set. No, minimums 4. I normally do this actually on approach ILS 891.
Aircraft is turning on to Bravo now, shouldn't be a factor. You're Charlie Hotel, wind 30 degrees, man, not
891, okay, and altimeter VOR, ADF pointers, mode selector is on map, range selector, course set if needed, flight directors on, auto throttle is off, and nav is off, set auto brakes RTO, heading is set, altitude set, initial clearance, PFD, no flags, auto brake RTO, engine instruments, jet. Radios set. Transponders on standby. Speed brake is down. Yeah, that's down. Thrust levers idle. Engine start levers cut off. Stabilizer trim set. Passenger boarding is complete. Doors are closed. Packs off. APU is running. Bleed pressure check. Fuel pumps on. Anti-collision light on. Preparation for engine start. Parking brake is release pushback. Okay, so we will request pushback. So let's have a look at our pushback, guys. So we'll see the airport. Okay, so if we put that on, alright, send. That's not. That often happens when I actually shut the computer down. So let's go to Navigraph. Navigraph Symlink. Right, there we are. So runway 24, nice and easy. Pushback, facing, well, facing east really, and heading down Alpha. And holding short Alpha 1.
30 degrees, land north disgusting 2, but north runway 2 for your flight takeoff.
Right, so let's get a tug in place. So I'm going to use pushback helper for that. And why that jetway has decided to reconnect, I don't know. Something going crazy at this airport.
Meine Damen und Herren, im Namen Ihrer heutigen Lufthansa-Crew möchten wir Sie bitten, sich mit den Sicherheitsvorkehrungen an Bord dieser Maschine
All stations, Luxembourg Tower closing in 5 minutes.
On behalf of your Lufthansa crew on duty today, we would like to show you the safety features on
Not
board.
quite what should
We
have said
appreciate
there.
your attention.
5 minutes.
Correct 480 kilo for the ATC available, Montreal Unicom 12 to decimal 8 by now.
What is the Correct 480 kilo, thank you.
Foxtrot with Charlie behind the landing. 747 runway 24, landing behind.
Lion up and wait, we can the landing aircraft prepare for
Luxembourg Tower, Lux Airs 281, requesting push to start.
Circuit 281, Petcock 1000.
Quite hear that. I'll turn the audio up a bit.
Sie sind mit dem Wort Exit gekennzeichnet. Diese Ausgänge haben aufblasbare Rutschen, über die Sie das Flugzeug im Notfall verlassen können. Sollte der Druck in der Kabine sinken, fallen automatisch Sauerstoffmasken aus der Kabinendecke. Ziehen Sie die Maske ganz zu sich herunter, um den Sauerstofffluss zu starten. Drücken Sie sie dann auf Mund und Nase und streifen Sie das elastische Band über Ihren Kopf. Danach helfen Sie Kindern und Personen, die Hilfe benötigen. Zu jedem Sitz gehört eine
Luxembourg Tower, yeah. Transponder now 1000. Lux Air 281 requesting push to start.
Lux Air 281 push approved facing east.
Pushback approve, start facing east, thank you.
Foxtrot with Charlie, the wind's 2, disregard.
Okay, so
Foxtrot with Charlie, traffic is a 748 currently past Gulf Field, will vacate at the end, and after you can depart on your own, I'm closing.
okay, so
again
parking
for
brake
Foxtrot Charlie, please.
is off.
Yeah, all stations, Luxembourg Tower is closing. Montreal Unicom 12 to decimal 8 by.
Unicom Foxtrot Charlie.
Have a good day.
Thanks to ATC, have a good day.
You too, bye.
aufgrund gesetzlicher Bestimmungen ab dem Verlassen der Parkposition ausgeschaltet werden. Die Benutzung von Funkgeräten und ferngesteuertem
Okay, so let's go for engine start. Engine starts number 2. Oops, look at that, stop. Now he decides to come past as soon as we push back. Now in the real world, that would be big problems. He decided to do that, very naughty. Very, very naughty. Right, engine start on number 2.
Luggage in the overhead compartment, please ensure that it cannot fall out. Heavier items of hand baggage should be placed under the seat in front of you.
Alright, good start in engine number 2. It hasn't clicked over yet. Yes, it has. Do number 1.
Unfasten your seatbelt, simply pull out the flap. As turbulence can occur unexpectedly at any time, you're required to fasten your seatbelts as soon as you've taken your seat.
Engine parameters look okay. Good, and
this aircraft has 12 emergency exits. Illuminated strips on the floor of the aircraft will guide you to these exits, which are marked clearly with the word exit. These exits are equipped with evacuation slides which you can use to leave the aircraft in an emergency. In the unlikely event of a loss in cabin pressure, oxygen masks will automatically drop from the panel above you. Pull the mask down fully to start the flow of oxygen. Cover your mouth and nose with the mask and secure it by pulling the elastic strap over your head. Then help any
okay, so that's good, and we'll just release the tug.
There's a life vest at every seat. In first class, you'll find your life vest under the armrest.
Unless it decides to disappear. No, it decides to disappear. There you go. Right. Right, so we have a good engine start on both engines, and the rag tug has decided to go, so it's good. And now we are going to select engines, generators, and disconnect. And we'll start. And we'll put this back and take off APU. Bleed. Right, just go through after start engine checklist. Okay, so engine generators on, probe heats on, anti-as required, engine bleeds are on. Packs auto, which they are. Isolation valve auto, APU bleed is off, APU switch is required. Scanner lights, taxis on, external lights required. Master caution light. Check that. Right, and recall checked. Okay. Right, so what I'm here is going to check the flight controls.
In addition, we ask that you please read the safety instructions, which you will find at your seat.
Full forward, full aft, right.
For further information, please consult the
Left.
Lufthansa magazine.
All right.
Your cabin
Neutral,
attendants
full
will
left.
also be happy
Okay,
to assist
so
you.
that works.
We are now ready for takeoff, so please ensure that your table and
Will be
monitor is
in a
stored
minute.
and
Running really
secured
late here.
correctly.
Takes me longer. I think that was 16:20 was a bit.
And make sure that your seat back is in an upright
It's
position.
a bit too ambitious. Okay. Right. So taxing. Right. So taxi clearance obtained. Well, we're going to announce that. Taxi speed and brakes checked. Right. Unicorn 122. There you go. Let's make sure that's gone through. Yeah, it's 2.8. Luxembourg traffic, Luxair 281, taxiing runway 24 via Alpha, shortened Alpha 1. Right. That's gone to reverse, I don't know why. It's a bit weird. Switch on track IR, always helps. Let me just check the V speeds. Oh, it's 132, not 131. Quite a nice airport this, really small, not too difficult to find your way around. So if you're like just starting out on Vatsim, then it's a good airport to start off at, really. I'm not sure if there's any static aircrafts, and that one over there to our left, I believe, could be a static aircraft. Now that is definitely a static aircraft for sure. Oh my lord, look at that. I hope I won't end up like that. Right, flaps 5. Flaps are quite slow. So I'm using Avlasoft EFB, as I said. I have actually done a couple of videos on Avlasoft EFB, which marked the start of the channel. It's about 2 years ago. So I always actually have it on the side screen as I fly. It does help, and especially on ATC. You can see there you've got the ATC band there, so any ATC that is on your flight will progressively show up, and the next appropriate ATC will actually be the next one in this position right here. So it kind of helps out, especially I know if you're new to Vatsim. Really, you kind of like wonder, which ATC do I contact now? and those little things might actually put you off flying Vatsim, but with Avisoft EFB, you know, it really does make it easy for you. But also, if you've got fly-by-wire as well, that shows roughly the same thing, and also the Phoenix as well, A320 Airbus, they've all got that. But we don't have an EFB yet on the PMDG 737, as you know, so it's a shame really. There you go, we'll get it soon. Alright, brakes are checked. And the good thing with this EFB is that I can check if anyone's behind me just by looking at the screen there. Engines are spooling up yet there, I don't know why. Right, so you can see we're on a gradient, so definitely got to hold the parking brake until feet on the parking brake and then set it. Good. I didn't actually test the cargo. Good, that's fine. Okay, so landing lights and takeoff lights, we'll set that continuous. Probes on. Okay, flaps, RTO set, flaps 5, green light. Okay, auto throttle and LNAV, let's say LNAV, auto throttle. Nope, seems to be I've often had this problem, you know, it just doesn't want to set. Off, on. Alright, cool. Alright, good. So, oops. Right, so before takeoff, master caution light, recall is off, recall checked, clear, flight controls checked, flaps set, trims checked, flight directors on, takeoff briefing is complete. And below the line, takeoff clearance obtained.
Luxembourg traffic, any aircraft on short final runway 24?
Wing lights on, landing lights on, runway turn-off lights on, engine lights, which is continuous all throttle arm transponder, TARO.
Then Abilene 3902 is lining up runway 24.
Right, got someone else lining up. Aircraft holding short at Alpha 2. You can go ahead of me. Over. There he goes. Right, I'll line up after him. Make sure nothing's coming. That's the other good thing about Avlasoft EFB as well. You can actually see if any aircrafts are actually on finals. Luxembourg traffic, Luxair 281 is lining up on runway 24, ready for takeoff. Alright, so auto throttle. Lights, let's get lights. Alright, so 40%. 40% set. Togar. Thrust set. Indication is normal. Checked.
V1, rotate. E2. Positive rate of climb.
Gear up.
Luxembourg traffic, Aero Street 666, line up and wait runway 24.
Okay. Autopilot and back up.
2500.
Flaps up. Right, so we're at our 4,000 feet transition altitude. And we're on FMC speed at the moment. Still on Unicorn 1228. Luxembourg traffic. Luxair 281 is on the Golf Tango Quebec 2 Tango departure at 4,000 feet. You can see that FMC speed is selected, VNAV out and LNAV as well. Flaps are up, and as we're on Unicorn 122.8, we'll just basically go up to our cruise altitude really. Right up to flight 370, flight levels 370. Luxembourg traffic. Luxair 231 is on the Golf Tango Quebec 2 Tango departure, climbing through flight level 4004, flight level 370.
666 is airborne on the ASMOX 4 Alpha departure, climbing to flight level 370.
So if you note here, we've got a couple of restrictions there, not below flight level 80, and here not below flight level 130. So that's why we need to really get ourselves up above those constrictions. The 737-700 is really great for climbing. These course lines just get in the way. You can actually turn them off, you know, in the equipment settings. Right, okay, let's get a heading set. 154. Okay, so GTQ. Right, let's just get back to what I was doing. Let's go back to this. Right, so we're just leaving our star here at GTQ and on course. Cool. Right, so I haven't done my after takeoff checklists yet, so right, flaps are up and RTO is off and it should be off. Landing lights, starters, and yeah, it's okay. And just check pressurization. It's good. Okay, you can see we are on climb, so we've got N1 here, which is commanding the engines for a climb power. So we've got here climb power, and we're maintaining 292 there, so got good engine climb power there. Wouldn't mind turning these off, you know, these are a bit annoying. Let me just actually click this. No. That one there. So we're reaching top of climb very soon. Just before Bedgar. Hey, you know what I forgot to do, as I always forget to do, we actually set the clock. I don't think I'll ever remember that unless there's a massive great note in front of me. Set clock. Right, now let's just Let's check our dock. So let's check the flight log. Top of climb, just before Begar there. That's good. And top of descent. It's going to be here, just before we get to a castle or Lim. It's a Lim. Right, so that's the Milan ATC right at that point there. It's interesting. It won't be too long before we actually get there, you know. Not too long at all. And we can have a look at our star. Right, so 31,000 feet. We're going to select our bank angle reduction, so we don't bank too much at this height. As you can see, we're still on Unicom 122.8, and just looking out for any active, any frequencies that become active. Fully retract these. Okay, that's all off. Good. Now, I did actually attempt to do a flight from Switzerland the other day, a couple of days ago. All went well until I got to the Vienna International Airport area of Low Airport, Lima Oscar Whiskey, and everything just went bad. And I think it's possibly because of the airport that I downloaded from Microsoft Store. I'm not 100% sure, but it just seems weird. The video started to really stutter, became really sticky, so bad that the aircraft became unflyable. And I was recording the whole thing, and I had to really abandon the video on final, really, which is a shame, because the good thing is that I had a couple of faults at Switzerland with the aircraft, and it would have been good to show you how I resolved them, but there you go. So you can see how the aircraft is set up. I've got my windows, the panels cut away. That's how I like it. Just bringing that vintage touch to the aircraft. And you can do that through the equipment options down here. There's quite a lot of options you can actually select there. And you may notice I've got the kind of like modern style cut-off switches right here as well. So nearing 37,000 feet, finally. There we go. I do love the PMDG 737. It is such a smooth aircraft to fly. It's a big change though from the A320 Airbus, which I've been flying for a good while. And it's just, I'm not new to Boeing by any chance. I used to fly the 757 on P3D. So the systems are very similar, but it was just when you don't use a particular thing for a while, you do need a bit of a refresher, really. So yeah, but really got used to it now, and I do love the aircraft. I do have the Phoenix A320 Airbus. I haven't even touched that yet, so going to have a look at that after I do maybe a couple more flights in this aircraft. I haven't bought the 600 yet. I'm not sure if I will buy it. I think I'll probably wait for the 800 to come out. I know the 600 they're basically giving it away at $35, maybe about 20 English pounds, 22, 23, but it's still £23. So maybe I'll say that for the 800. Right, so let's just have a look down here. Okay, and now we're going to get onto, so we're on our cruise page at the moment. Progress. So right, okay, so 72 nautical miles, 71 nautical miles to top of descent. Okay, cool. Restrictions: 2 rigs of speed is 250 and above 12,000, and 6,000, 6,000, and then 5,000. It looks like we're going to be at inlet 4,000, 3,000. Okay, so what I want to do actually, I want to put a couple of fixed rings at, let's have a look at our destination airport at Milan. So we're going to look at runway 35 right, and /4. So first fixed ring, and second one is at 10 nautical miles. Just to remind us to do a few things. And look, we've got top of descent coming up. Short flight. So this is Eversoft EFB. Just thought I'd swing it over and show you guys. Right, so this is the software. You can see lots of information there on the right hand side, and all the information here. Weather, I can't get the weather because I haven't actually got a weather program, not like I had on P3D. Flight plan, radios. Radio is, yeah, that's radio. So you can select it from here. Okay. And you can see that you've got ATC radio there as well. A departure, you can set departure up. All the departures here. And the same thing with the arrival.
Big traffic, everywhere, first and Bravo lining up and taking runway 28.
It will actually stay on this. I need to move it back because otherwise it will stay on that page. And your destination airport, you can select that directly, or you can put auto. So it can basically just goes where the aircraft is and become a moving map. And there's our approach. See right around here. There's our star. And yeah, that's just a brief tour. Alright, let's just put that back. But more details about that in the tutorials, guys. So if you want to get Eversoft FB, then do see those tutorials. That's us there on Luke Air Tour. Right, so let's just have a look at our descent. So we want to approach now descent in a minute. Right, so let's just go here, and we are right there. Okay, so we've got this RNAV star, maximum 250, 138, not below flight level 120, max 230 at F gear, between flight level 110 and flight level 90. And we've got maximum 230 knots, 220, and then down to between 6,000 and 4,000. Maintain that. You can see I've got 4,000. I think I'll creep around in 4,000 to be honest with you. 210, and then 210 all the way around here. And 200, and then at Inla 190. Okay, that'll be our final. Okay, let's have a look. (1099) final approach course 346. Okay, ILS 891, minimum sector altitude. Okay, missed approach, climb on 346 to 1450, then turn right, max 210 as soon as possible to join radio 022 at Mike Papa, climbing to 3,000, not further than DME 7, radio 022. Turn right to SRN VOR 103,000. Wow, that's a lot. So here we are basically. That's our picture. That'll be more better. So we have to tune that in. This is 330. No, we'll use this one. 1137. Okay. And as you can see here, our final approach fix is at DME 7. We're going to hit that. And we should be down at Todku 3000. There we go. Todku 3000. Right, so are we going to set up our altitude there? For first altitude, we'll go to 12,000 feet. VNAV is selected, so that should go down automatically. Right, set the heading up 171. So we 1 nautical mile to go. And there we are, right on schedule. Engine spooling back, so we'll bring back the throttles with it.
Meine Damen und Herren, unser Kapitän hat die Anschnallzeichen wieder eingeschaltet. Wir möchten Sie deshalb bitten, zu Ihren Sitzplätzen zurückzukehren und sich wieder anzuschnallen und den Sicherheitsgurt festzuziehen. Vielen Dank. Ladies and gentlemen, Captain, turn on the fasten seatbelt signs and therefore we kindly ask you to return to your seats and fasten your seatbelts. Please make sure you pull them tight. Thank you.
So descending nicely over the Swiss mountains. Still on Unicom 122.8, no ATC is up at the moment, and it doesn't look as if there's going to be any. There's nothing on the radar at the moment. Right, so Rixu 10 nautical miles or 13 nautical miles, whichever one, and we need to be at 250. 250. You see here our descent. We're meeting our descent path to 12,000, which is good. Keep an eye on the fuel. Yeah, they looked all balanced to me. So you notice we've got a decel point there, which I suppose is designed to bring us back down to 250. So we'll let that run actually and see see how the aircraft handles that. Okay, we're on our star now, so you can see FMC 250. We're descending now to in speed, that is, to 250, so that's good. And we're now on our star. Nice. Alright, next flight level I'm going to go to is flight level. Oops, no, I can't do that yet. Leave it there, leave it there. Right, bit of speed brake. Let's get that slowed down a bit. It's a little bit too fast. Notice the descending arrow there, indicating where we are descending. Or sorry, slowing down. Keep saying descending. That is our airport. Right there, just to the right of us. Right, so we want to go down to now 9,000. Make it 10 actually. And that should go to flight level to speed 230. When it's going to do that, I don't know. Let's have a look down here. Descend. It should be on 230.
Flight C04, 13.5 miles ILS, C5, right, Malpensa.
No. Right, 230, let's command that.
And first, business class, please do not forget to store away your monitors and your footrest. Thank you.
Right, 10,000 feet, and let's put our. When we turn the lights on. Packs are auto. Isolation valves opened. Fuel pumps are selected. Auto brakes. Recall. It's checked. Lights are on. Seatbelt signs. There, I don't think they came off actually. Recalls checked, and flight angle. Let's put that back up to 25. Right, so next flight restriction, we're going to go down to, say, 5,000.
Malpensa traffic, Swift flight 204, 5 miles final, ILS runway 35 right, Malpensa.
Right, it's got here this centre, but I don't believe they're controlling us at the moment, judging by the radar. Let's have a look. We're not in anyone's control area. So maximum 210.
Malpensa traffic, Swift flight 204, 3 miles final, runway 35
Sorry, 220
right,
still.
Malpensa.
Couldn't see that actually. 220. Milan traffic, Lux Air is type 737 on Lux Air 281. We're on the Rixu 3 Echo Star, and we're inbound to Mike Charlie 756, 2.8 nautical miles. Actually, it's quite far to go out, you know. I just wondered if we could just turn short, to be honest with you.
Traffic around 725 miles in final line, ILS on the 35 right.
Right, down to 210, 210, and we're descending but a bit slow, but we should be okay actually. So we're on VNAV speed.
Malpensa traffic, Swift Air 204, runway 35 Malpensa. Proceeding to cargo terminal 2.
Actually, this final approach fix is at 7.2. Interesting. I might make that 7.2. Let's have a look. Fix. Right, so we should be taking our turn in just a sec. Right, good. So we're at 4,000. Maximum speed is 210. And 3,000, that's our final approach fix altitude. So we're going to stay at 210 until Mike Charlie 420. Right, okay, so where's that VOR? So let's just check that VOR, which is 1137. So we go to 113, 137, and 1099. Milan traffic, Luxembourg 231 is on final inbound to Mike Charlie 425 3.3 nautical miles. Right, let's get it down to 3,000 feet. Maximum 200. Oh, it should be still 4,000 feet actually. Oh, not yet, so it's a bit early for 3,000. at Inler at 4,000 feet.
Delta traffic, actually, now Alpha Foxtrot, taxiing to holding point Foxtrot for a traffic pattern, runway 35 left. Moving now on the taxiway.
Selecting flaps 1. You can see there we've got a decel point right the way there. So that will bring us down to, well actually I've selected 190. I should have really left it at 200 really. As let's just put it 200 and see what takes place. Put that back. Right, so it's going back up to 200. We're still at 4,000, and we should be at decel point. That brings us back down to 200 there. FMC speed. Right there, right before Todku. I should go to 190.
Traffic in Charlie Bravo Alpha Foxtrot, take off and 135 left.
Selecting flaps 5 and approach. FMC speed. So that was actually on speed, that was wrong. FMC. Right. Drag required.
There's a traffic in Charlie Alpha Foxtrot, landing of 135 right.
And flaps 30. Select So we're looking at 134 as our approach speed. And one glide slope. Milan traffic. Luxembourg 281 on final established for runway 35 right. Okay, so starters continuous. Recall is checked. Auto brakes set level 3. Speed brakes set. Flaps 15. And gears down. 134.
Malpensa traffic, Charlie Bravo Alpha Foxtrot, and departed now on runway 35 right, in touch with runway, landing in 35 right.
Milan traffic, Luxembourg 281, landing 35 right on final approach. Okay, flaps 30 green light. Autopilot off.
Malpensa traffic, Mayday, we have an engine failure, we land in La runway 16 left.
A little bit high there. Let's bring the nose down a bit.
200. Approaching minimums.
Continue.
100. Minimums. 30. 20. 10.
Nose up. Reverse. Reverse is on. Speed is 56. Okay, taking this high speed. High speed turn off. Milan-Malpensa traffic. Luxembourg 281 has cleared runway 35 right.
Herzlich willkommen, meine Damen und Herren. Wir möchten Sie bitten, zu Ihrer eigenen Sicherheit noch so lange angeschnallt sitzen zu bleiben, bis wir unsere endgültige Parkposition erreicht haben und die Anschnallzeichen über Ihnen erloschen sind. Wir möchten uns an dieser Stelle von Ihnen verabschieden, dass Sie heute unsere Gäste waren und hoffen, dass Ihnen dieser Flug mit uns gefallen hat. Wir wünschen Ihnen hier noch einen angenehmen Aufenthalt bzw. eine sichere Weiterreise. Vielen Dank und auf Wiedersehen. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We kindly ask you to remain seated with the seatbelt securely fastened until the aircraft has reached its final parking position and the fasten seatbelt signs above you have been switched off. like to say goodbye to you at this time. Thank you for being our guest today, and we hope that you enjoyed the flight with us. We wish you a pleasant stay here or an enjoyable and safe ongoing journey. Have a nice remaining day. Thank you. Bye-bye und auf Wiedersehen.
That was a nice announcement, wasn't it? Alright, so good. Lovely bunch of passengers there were. Nice and quiet. Okay, so that's all done. So we've cleaned up. And, right, I'm just checking if there's any ground. No, there's no ground. Alright, so let's just... there's no ground ATC, so let's just get our airport map up. And pretty much just choose where we want to go, really. So I think, yeah, we'll just go straight ahead and park up around there. So let's just do that. Alpha 1, what is it? That's Alpha, okay, it's taxi into gate really. Milan traffic, Luxembourg 281 is taxi into gate via Alpha. Right. Right, not a bad flight. I enjoyed that. And I haven't yet been to this airport, so it's another airport downloaded from Flightsim.to. See if we can get ourselves to a gate. Let's have a look. I think I'm just going to take one of those around there, so let's have a look. Okay, I'm going to turn here actually. Alright, cool. Okay, so before shutdown, APU is on. APU generators selected. And APU bleed is selected. So we can go ahead, shut down engine. Oops. Engine number 1. Oops, can't get it steady there. Engine number 2. What's a caution light? Right, good. So turn off the anti-collision light. And just prepare cabin crew for... Oops, sorry. Just trying to switch off this. Alright, so let's get the doors open, shall we? So cabin crew, let's have a look at... oh, that's it.
Meine Damen und Herren, der Kapitän hat die Anschnallzeichen nun ausgeschaltet, das heißt, Sie können sich in der Kabine frei bewegen. Wir möchten Sie dennoch daran erinnern, dass Sie dazu verpflichtet sind,
Right, let's get the stairs.
geschlossen zu halten, sobald Sie sich an Ihrem Sitzplatz befinden, da jederzeit unerwartete Turbulenzen auftreten können. Das dient Ihrer eigenen Sicherheit. Vielen Dank. Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned off the fasten seatbelt signs now. You may release them and move around the cabin. We would like to inform you that it is mandatory to keep your seatbelt fastened while seated due to unexpected turbulences. This is for your own safety. Thank you.
Ah, wrong announcement, I think that was. Right, okay. And stairs are coming. Right, and also request the cards. Now I don't know actually how to disembark or take off the cargo actually, because it when these loaders and carts arrive, it still says load. So not quite sure how to do that. Maybe I have to read up on the documentation. Unless any one of you guys know, just put it in the comments below. And right, ground services request ground power. Okay, cool. And then we can start deplaning passengers.
The doors have now opened and we are ready to disembark the aircraft. Once again, thank you for flying with us today and hope to see you in our future flights.
Quite a nice airport actually. So MILAN-MALPENSA. Downloaded from Flightsim.to for free as well. Nice. Very lovely aircraft. Luxembourg. Really love the design. Alright, ground power is connected, so we can select that and we can shut off the APU. Don't forget the APU will run for about a minute. Turn that off. Oops. And also RSs as well. Turn that off. Keep turning off this master caution light. It's off. Flaps are up. And yeah, looks like and fuel as well. Turn that off. actually we'll keep no smoking signs on. Alright, cool. That's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed that flight. I did. There's a lot to do on this aircraft. It really is. The A320 is just so much of a less busier aircraft to fly. I'm still getting used to this aircraft. Like I said, after flying A320 for so long, we'll do some more flights in this just to get my hand used to it, and then we'll switch to the Phoenix A320. And we'll just turn this off. Yeah, it's cool, guys. So once again, thanks very much for joining me on this flight here on the channel. Really great having you guys along. Should slow this camera speed down, really, it's quite fast. Yeah, lovely day here at Milan in Italy. There's a couple of aircrafts actually on the other side, according to the to Avlasoft. There we are. So there's the other part of the terminal. All right, so this is the rest of the airport. There you go. So yeah, so this is where all the gates are. Alright, so really lovely airport. Very nice. Camera speed still up. Alright, cool. Okay, so yeah guys, that's it, and thanks for joining me, and we'll see you all again in the next video. Bye for now.